Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all to this wonderful lesson. Even as we look at probability exam questions, I want each and every person to get everything that I'm going to discuss with you. So let's make sure that we follow this. You follow me clearly and attentively, even as I get to teach you these simple questions that get to come in an exam under probability. So this is a question that we are going to start with. This is a wonderful question that I want us to start with. I believe we are all connected. We've all tuned in even as we discuss these questions together. So just waiting for one or two people to join in even as we start. So I'm just waiting for you people to join in even as we start. Let's make sure that we join in. Invite someone. We can share the live broadcast. We can share. I can see people saying following. Good afternoon, sir. Okay, so even as we start, let us make sure that we join in. Invite someone. These are questions that I want us to discuss together, falling under probability. So those of you that are under my teachings, I believe you are writing down these questions even as we are discussing them together. Let's make sure that you copy down these questions in your book. Make sure that you follow everything that I'm saying. Okay, so the question is saying, Mutola and Mwambi were to be selected as members of a netball team. The probability of selecting Mutola is 7/8, and that of Mwambi is 9/10. Find the probability. So this word here is probability. Find the probability that only one of them is selected. This is the first question. The second question is saying none of them is selected. So first we want to find only one of them is selected. Secondly, we want to find the probability that none of them is selected. I can see people connected from Chongwe, as far as Chongwe. Thank you so much for connecting. Okay, so how do we answer this question? I believe you've got a paper and a calculator wherever you are. These are questions we want to answer together. So just to get the data that is given, let us get the data that is given. So the data that is given, we are told to say, this is what, how is the network? I can just see someone saying the network is pathetic. How is the network? Before I continue, how is the network that side? How is the network? Is the network bad with everyone? How is your network? That side? How is your network? How is the network? Before I continue, someone just seen a comment here that the network is pathetic. Okay, it's fine with me. Okay, I think if it's fine with you, then maybe it's just the network with the phone. Okay, so let us continue. We get the data. So what is the probability according to what we are given? The probability of getting, the probability of Mutola. What is the probability of Mutola? Okay, give us a minute. We are writing. Okay. Let me give you a minute. Okay, this is a question. Let me just give you a minute. We write down the question. Okay, so just a minute. This is a minute that I've given you. So this is a question. Before we start answering, let's make sure we copy down this question. So let's make sure we all copy down this question. I've just given you a minute. Let's make sure that we copy down this question. Mutola and Mwambi were to be selected as members of a netball team. Yeah, this is the question. This is the whole question. This is the whole question. On top there is just probability exam questions. So this is the question. This is a question. This is just the way it is. This is how the question is. This is the whole question. So this is just a minute that I've given you people to copy down this question. Let's make sure we copy them down. Okay. Hope we are writing down the questions. We are copying down the questions. So when you are done, just let me know. When you are done, type done, so that I know the people that have written the questions. So if you are done, just let me know that you've written down. Just type done. Just type done. I know that you are done copying the question. This is what I want us to do. These are the questions that I want us to discuss together. They are quite, this is not the only question. There is also another question that I will revise with you people. Okay, so when you're done, just type done. When you're done, okay, done, I can see one person is done. One person is done. Okay, so this is score at 5. Score at 5. Just that done copying, we can proceed. Okay. I believe almost everyone is done. I hope so. So I was saying that this is what I was saying. We copy the data that is given first of all. So we are told that the probability of selecting Mutola is 7/8. So this is the probability of Mutola, which is what? 7 over what? 7/8. You do that. And then you move to another one. So before I proceed to this, there is also something that you need to understand. When you see such questions in an exam, where they haven't come the way we normally see them, but you can agree with me that this question has come in a different way. And if you are not very careful enough, you may not be able to answer this question correctly. So we are given the probability of this one. What about the probability of not getting this one? So what is the probability of not Mutora? What is the probability of not getting Mutora? So the probability of getting Mutora is this. So the discussion has now started. We've started now. So the probability of Mutora is 7/8. What is the probability of not selecting Mutora? What do? We just say 1 minus the probability of getting him, 7/8. So I don't know if these names are for boys or girls, but these are just names. Which is equal to? This is what we want to do now. What is the answer here? What answer are we getting? So the probability of selecting Mutola is this one. And we want to find the probability of not selecting Mutola, meaning we know that total probability is 1. So we say 1 minus the probability of selecting that person. So what is 1 minus 7/8? What answer are we getting? What is our answer? What answer are we getting? This is the data that we are just correcting. What is the answer? 1 minus 7/8. Let's be fast. What answer are we getting here? What is our answer? What answer are we getting? Everyone to be participating. 1/8. I've seen 1/8. That the answer is 1/8. What about others? I think people don't have calculators. So this is the probability of not selecting Mutola. So I can see 0. Let us avoid points. Let us avoid points. So we just type on our calculators. So this is what you get to do. This is a calculator that I'm using. According to my calculator, I will just say 1 minus 7. My over is here. Over, I do this. Then I say 8. What answer am I getting? I'm getting that answer 1/8. That is the answer that I'm getting according to my calculator. So some of you, the over, this thing that is here, some of you it is somewhere there. This is where it is. But you need to locate this point. A, B, stroke C, somewhere there. That is the over. So you are done with that. We found this answer. So this is the answer that we found. I proceed to the next question. So I say, what is the probability? I'm just getting the data. Mwambi, the probability of getting Mwambi is what? So that is Mwambi, the probability of Mwambi. What is the probability of Mwambi? The probability of Mwambi is 9/10. That is the probability of Mwambi. Then what is the probability of not selecting Mwambi? The probability of not Mwambi. What is the answer? So the probability of not Mwambi, what is the answer? What answer are we getting? What are we doing? What is the answer? So we are discussing these questions together. The probability of getting Mwambi is this one. The probability of not getting Mwambi is what? 1/10. This is what you get to do. How did we find this answer? You just say 1 minus the probability of getting this one, which is 9/10. This is what we are supposed to do. So here what we are saying, the probability of getting Mwambi is this one. We are given there. This is what we are given. It is here. The probability of not selecting Mwambi, it is just 1 over the probability that is given. This is what we get to do. So I can see, sir, can you explain again? I'm not clear. So what you need to do, you are given this. To find this, you just say 1 minus this one. You are given 9/10. This is the probability of selecting Mutora. Mutora is 7/9. So the 7/8. The probability of not getting this person, you just say 1 minus this probability given. I believe this is what we were doing in paper 1. We go to Mwambi. The probability of Mwambi is what? 9/10. This is the probability of Mwambi. So the probability of not picking Mwambi, not, you say 1 minus this one. So when you say 1 minus 9/10, this is the answer we are getting. 1 over what? 1/10. So 1 minus 9/10. The answer that we are getting is what? 1/10. That is the answer. Hope we are clear on this. So this is the data that is given. This is the data that is just given. We've just interpreted it. Now we go to our questions. So, sir, is the one a constant? So, I think I'm dealing with people now that we are not there on Saturday. On Saturday when I was explaining this. The probability, so I would advise we go back to the lesson that we had on Saturday. I think people were not there. I think you were not there. This one is the total probability. Probability is the likelihood of events happening. The probability of an event happening is 1. This is what I was explaining. The probability of an event not happening is 0. So the probability of events happening is 1, but the probability of events not happening, it is a what? It is a 0. So if I give you the probability of going to school is 0.4, then I tell you to find the probability of not going to school. Since these events are happening, you say 1 minus 0.4. This is what we get to do. So when you're given the probability, and you are told to find the probability of not selecting what was given, you say 1 minus. This one is telling you that these events are happening or taking place. But the best way in which I can help you, because I'm not discussing about this, this is part 2. We did part 1, so this is part 2. For you to understand this very well, there is part 1. So this is part 2 that we are doing. After we do this, the question here is saying, this is the question now. Only one of them is selected. So want to find the probability that only one of them is selected. So the probability, you are going to do this, probability that only one of them is selected, only one. This is what you are going to do. Only one is selected. So what is the probability of getting this one, Mutole? So the probability of Mutole is 7/8 times the probability of not getting the friend. The probability of not getting the friend is this one, which is 1/10. This is what you're going to do. You say plus. What is the probability of getting this one now? We go to this one. Probability of getting Mwambi is what? 9/10. Times, what is the probability of not getting the friend now? Which is what? Mutole. Is what? 1/8. This is what we are going to do. So this is the probability of getting what? Mutole. This is the probability of not getting the friend. Then you proceed. The probability of getting Mwambi is this one. Then the probability of not getting the other friend is this one. So you say, this is the probability of getting this one times the probability of not getting the friend. So this is what you get to do. This is the probability of getting Mwambi times the probability of not getting that friend. So this is what you get to do. This is what we get to do. This is how we answer these questions. From here, you say this is now equal to, what answer are we getting here when we multiply? What is our answer here? What answer are we getting here? Just this part, not everything, just this part. What is the answer here? What answer are we getting? Just here. What is our answer here? What answer are we getting? You get your calculator. People seem to be very slow. You say 7/8 times 1/10. What is our answer? Our answer is what? 7/8 plus. How about this side? So someone has just commented, sir, kindly. So when you've just joined, so these are complications that we get to face. People have just joined, they don't know the answer that we are answering. I'm answering this question. This is the question that I'm answering. This is the question that I'm answering. So I'm answering that question. Only one of them is selected. This is the question I'm answering. So what is the answer there? 9/80. So what is the answer now? If we add these two, what answer are we getting? Can we add? When we add, what is the answer? What answer are we getting? So 7, you get your calculator, 7/80 plus 9/80. What answer are we getting? What is our answer? What answer are we getting when we add here? My calculator is giving me 1/5. Kindly confirm. This is the answer, 1/5. This is the answer that we are getting. I believe we've seen this answer, 1/5. We are using our calculators to answer these questions. So this is the calculator that I'm using. Yours may not be like this, but these things that we are following are just the same. So this is how we get to answer that particular question. This is what you get to do. So this is the probability of only one of them. Probability of only one of them is selected. Only one of them is what is selected. Only one of them is selected. This is the probability. We've answered the question. This is what you are supposed to do. We move to, sir, is it possible to use decimal numbers? Yeah, it is very possible. So 1/5 is just the same as 0.5. It is also good to use decimal numbers, just one and the same. So we are done with this particular question. Okay, so just here, I love here. So this one may be needed. This one may be needed. This is just rubbed this by mistake, Mwambi. So the probability of not getting Mwambi is 1/10. So now we go to the next question. How is the next question? The next question given. The next question is saying none of them is selected. What do they mean when they say none of them is selected? So none of them is selected, meaning that you want to find the probability that, so the probability that none of them is selected, none is selected. So what is the probability? The probability of not selecting Mutore is this one. 1 over what? 1/8. Times the probability of not selecting Mwambi is what? 1/10. So when you multiply these, what is your answer? What answer are you getting when you multiply here? What answer are you getting? What is your answer on this part? What answer are you getting? Just here. What is your answer? What answer are you getting? What answer are you getting? So you are multiplying. You multiply. Just multiply. What answer are we getting here? 1/80. So these things, we are using a calculator. Don't try to use your hands like that. The answers are coming in their simplified form. It is what? 1/80. I get my calculator like this. Maybe there is one who doesn't have a calculator. 1/80 8 times 1/10. The reason why I'm doing this, I know that some people may not manage to multiply, more especially on the previous question that we are just from answering. This is what we are supposed to do. Like this, we are done. So we get free 5 marks on this particular question. And this is not something that is difficult. We are able to answer these questions. So this is a question that a lot of people face challenges. A lot of people face challenges to answer this particular question. So we are done with this. We are done with this particular question. So this is what we are supposed to do. Immediately after this, I'm going to give a question. I'm going to give a question so that we see how we can practice. This is score at 5 that I just decided to do it at this particular time. Let us now go to one of the simple questions now. We go to the simple questions that we are used. These are questions that we even know how to answer them. So I want people to be very fast. Even as I'm writing, you are copying the question. So when I'm done, you are also done. So a box, as I'm copying the questions, you are also writing down. A box contains, this is score at 5 divisions. So a box contains 4 black. Box contains 4 black. And all these are exam questions. 5 blue. 5 blue identical. 5 blue identical pens. So make sure you are writing down the questions. 2 pens are picked. 2 pens are picked. 2 pens are picked from 2 pens are picked from the box at random, one after the other. One after the other. One after the other. Without replacement. Without replacement. So this program was introduced because of the people that recently joined my online lessons. So that's the reason why you are even seeing me writing down these questions, because This is just one of the lessons that we get to have. Find the probability. So find the probability that pens picked, the pens picked, so the probability that the pens picked are first part both blue, the probability of both blue. Second part, probability that the pens picked are like this, are of the same color, are of the same color. I think we are now done. We are all done copying the question. So I can now proceed. This is what we want to do. This is a question we want to answer. With this question, I know we know how to go about this. The total number of pens. The total number of pens, we've got the total number. The total number of pens, we've got how many? 4 plus 5. That is 9. So the total number is what? The total number is 9. This is the total number of pens that we have in that particular box. And these pens are identical. These are identical pens. So now, the first question, if you just see a question like this, where you are given a box contains this, a box contains that, for you to find the questions, first you need to draw a tree diagram. This is the first thing you need to do. You need to draw a tree diagram. So we need to draw a tree diagram. So the stages, to give stages as in now. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm giving stages. So the first stage is to find the total number. This is stage number 1. We find the total number of pens that are in the box, which is 9. The next stage, for us to find now a tree diagram, we need to come up with a tree diagram. This is the second stage. We need to find the what? The tree diagram. So these are stages that I'm now giving. You find the tree diagram. So on this tree diagram, we know that we've got blue. So we've got blue pens. We also have this one that is black. We have black pens. So I'm going to say how many black pens? We've got 4 black pens. This is what we are given. So stage 2 is to find the tree diagram. So how many blue pens are we having? So if you have another color, you need to put it down here like this, so that they become what? 3. But in this case, we only have 2. So this is why we only have 2 branches. But if there are 3, you need to put down another like that. So this is what we are doing. So the probability that it is blue, probability blue. This is the first selection. The question is saying 2 pens are selected. So the first selection, we say how many blue pens are we given? Blue pens, how many blue pens? 5. You say 5 over the total number. What is the total number? Total number is 9. You put 9 there. And then you go to black. So when we go to this black, how many black pens are we having? 4. So I say 4 over 9, the total number. So you just get to do this when you're given a question like this. When you go here, you put another branch here that you have 2. This is what we are doing. Even here, you are going to have a branch that will go like this, having 2 branches. So this is blue. This is black. I'm just going to do this. This is blue. This is black. This is what I'm going to do. So that I just reduce this. So from here now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to assume that the second pen that was picked was what? Was blue. This is the first selection. The first selection is just like this. I think you didn't even notice that this was the first selection. So the first selection is just like this. This is how the first selection is. Then this is now the second selection that I'm doing, where I'm going to say that the blue pen that was picked, how many are they? 5. If you remove 1, you remain with 4 blue pens. The total number you've removed, the question was saying without what? Without replacement. So the other thing that you are supposed to know, whether a question says without replacement or with replacement, this is what you are supposed to do. You will never be given a question that will come with replacement, because all the numbers here will just remain the same. If you remove 1, then you replace it, the 9 will still appear there. So here you've got how many? 8. Because we've removed 1, so we've removed 1 blue pen, even the total number has been tampered with. Instead of 9, I put 8. But the black pens will still maintain. So how many black pens? 4. I say 4. Over what? 8. This one will still maintain. I go to this branch. So I move to this branch. On this branch here, what am I given? What am I given on this branch? I want to assume that the second pen that was picked was black. So only this black will be tampered with the black that is here. So the black that is here, how many am I given? 4. You get 1, I remain with 3. The total number 8, because even the total number has been tampered with. When I go to this one, forget about this one. You forget about this. You go to this one. How many are you having? Blue pens, there are 5. So I say 5 over the total number 8. You cannot be on this part. You are concentrating on that one. This is a probability on its own. This is also another question on its own. So if you're answering this, if you know that you get to be tempted, it is better you just do this. Here, you just do this. Then you answer this particular question that is here. When you are there, you do this. You hide this one like this. So this is what you get to do if you want to answer this question. Why is 8 maintained? So when you see 8 maintained, it means your focus, you're also focusing on the other one, this one. So just on this one, we assume that we are getting black. So black, how many black pens are we having? We are having 4 black pens. So on the 4 black pens, get 1. You are going to remain with 3. Total, since you've removed 1, how many pens are we going to have? We are going to have 8. If I ask you, how many blue pens are you having? You are having 5. But the total number of pens, it is 8. Because you've tampered with what? You've tampered with 1. So 8, 8. This is just a probability on its own. Don't focus on this. When you go to that one now, don't concentrate on this. This is what we are doing. So this is what we are supposed to do. So these are some of the things that we need to get. When I look at this question, I'm just seeing 8, 8 here. This is also a question on its own. It's a probability on its own. Don't focus. Don't say, how come here I've got 8, even here I've got 8. No, this one is coming about because of this. I'm getting black. When I go to blue, this one I'm getting this because of this. So don't get this one, then you focus on that one. No, this is on its own. This is also standing on its own. So you can't be answering this part, then you're looking at that one. You are going to be confused. So this is what we get to do. Like this, we are done with this particular question. Outcomes. This is blue, blue. So this is blue, blue. This is blue, blue. We go here. This is blue, black. So say blue, black. Here, this is black, blue. Black, blue. This is what I'm going to do. I move here. This is black, black. So I'll say black, black. This is what I'm going to do. So this is the what? This is the outcome. Now, we now go to our question. So after you do this, you now go to your questions. You now go to your questions. This is what we need to do. The question is saying, find the probability that pens picked are both blue. So the probability that they are both blue, where is the probability of both blue? Sir, are we removing 2 pens or just 1? It is 1. The question is saying 2 pens are picked from the box at random, one after the other. This is how the question, I think we are able to see it. 2 pens are picked from the box. We are picking 2 pens at random, one after the other. The first selection was this one. This was the second selection. So this is the first selection, and this one is the second selection. This is what we are doing. So you move here, we assume that maybe the pen that was picked was blue. This one, the pen that was picked was black. So we are now on this, both blue. Where is both blue? Both blue is here. So your concentration is just on this part. So both blue. How do we answer that? The probability of both blue. So I'll say the probability of both what? Both blue. The probability of both blue. How am I supposed to answer it? Both blue, blue, blue. So here the first blue is this one. 5/9 times. Then we've got this one. This one that is there. So this is 5/9. This is 4/8. So when we multiply, what answer are we getting? What is our answer when we multiply there? So I want people to be following. I multiply. What answer are we getting? 5/9 times 4/8. 5/18. What is your answer? People, it seems people are a bit slow. So me, myself, I'm explaining, even typing, I'm finding answers before you. So it seems people are a bit quiet and this a bit slow, and this can affect us even in an exam. So the answer that we are getting is 5/18. This is the answer. So this is the probability that these are what? This is the probability of what? Both blue. Both blue there. First blue is this one. Second blue is that one. This is what you are supposed to do. So this is what you need to do. These are just some of the things that you need to get. I move to the next question. So I move to the next question. I move to the next question. The next question is saying here it has just okay. Find the probability that pens picked are of the same color. So probability that they are of the same color. Where are we having same color? Where are we having same color? We've got blue, blue. We also have what? Black, black. These are same colors. So we are finding the probability. We are now on B. We are finding the probability of what? Same color. So probability of same what? Same color. What are you supposed to do? The probability of same color. You say, you go to probability of what? Probability of blue, blue plus the probability of what? Black, black. This is what you are going to do. Blue, blue and black, black. You do this. This is equal to the probability of blue, blue. You've already answered this one. So no need of calculating. You say 5/18 plus. Now the probability of black, black. We haven't solved this. So we are going to write it. Black, black. The first black is this one. 4/9. Times the second black is this one. 3/8. Like this. So this is what we are going to do. I've avoided one thing here. Instead of me writing this one here like this, it is better I just put the answer, because I've solved that. So the answer that I'm getting is what? 5/18. So 5/18 plus. So what is the answer there? Let me just confirm. I don't know which one is which. I can see 4/9, 1/6. I don't know which one is which. So let me just confirm with you. I say 4/9 times 3/8. 1/6. I'm getting what? 1/6 as my answer. So my answer is 1/6. Then when I add there, what is the answer now? So final answer 4/6. Okay, I now understand. Final answer 4/6. This is the what? This is the answer that you are going to get. This is the answer that you need to get. So this is the answer that we've found. And this is the answer that we are supposed to find. Hope we've seen how I've answered this. Hope we've all noted how I've answered this particular question. So those of you that wants to join us, I conduct my lessons on Telegram. So there is a question that I'm about to post in the group, so that I just see if we've understood. It's only 100 kwacha monthly. This is the number that you need to deposit the money to. You need to make sure that you have what? Telegram in your phone. Make sure that Telegram is downloaded in your phone. You need to have Telegram in your phone. So make sure that you have Telegram in your phone before you pay. And you send a screenshot of your payment. So those of you that are under my online lessons, there is a question that I'm about to write just now, and I'm about to post it in the group. I see how we are going to answer it. So I just see how we are going to answer it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Make sure that you like the video. Don't forget to share it. Thank you so much. Those of you under my online lessons, we meet at 20 hours.